This bulletin is brought to you by Good Morning Vihalia. Enjoy the warmth and indulge in the deliciousness.
Good morning, good morning.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this just in, former Prime Minister Najib Razak has been arrested and detained by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission and is expected to be charged for abuse of power tomorrow. According to a source, Najib was taken into custody at 4:13 p.m. 4:13 not 30 at the MACC headquarters in Putrajaya, where officers are recording his statement in connection with 700 checks linked to the 1MDB affair. He is expected to face several charges in connection with the 2.6 billion ringgit deposits into his personal bank account under Section 23 subsection 1 of the MACC Act 2009 for alleged abuse of power when he was in office. Yesterday night, former Minister of International Trade and Industry Mustafa Mohamad announced his resignation from UMNO. Many of us saw that story after coming home from work. We talked about it over dinner and then we went to sleep. At least for those of us who could sleep, because some folks in UMNO might have been losing sleep over the matter. As the sun rose in Kuala Lumpur, word was out that former Minister of Foreign Affairs Anifah Amin is also making an exit from the party. The resignations came as a shock to the party. Both of them were members of the Supreme Council, with Mustafa elected to the council with the highest number of votes during the party elections in June. Their resignations have shifted the balance in the Dewan Rakyat, as the number of UMNO MPs has dropped to an all-time low of 49, making PKR the biggest party in the Dewan Rakyat for the first time in history, as they hold 50 seats. In the statement issued by Mustafa last night, he said that he believes that UMNO must be inclusive and moderate. However, this was not the trajectory the party was taking towards its revival. In fact, he says that there have not been any significant efforts to rejuvenate the party. Meanwhile, Anifah said that UMNO and Barisan Nasional had failed to deliver the promises made in relation to the Malaysia Agreement 1963. He says that this is in line with the promise he made to his constituents that he would resign if his party failed to keep its promises in relation to MA63. Mustafa and Anifah are the 4th and 5th UMNO members respectively to quit the party following the 14th general elections. This is not a praiseworthy nor exemplary attitude. That was the phrase used by UMNO President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi to describe Mustafa and Anifah during a media statement today. In his statement, he urged UMNO members to remain calm, breathe normally, and put their trust in the leadership to resolve the crisis. He added that using the excuse of party weakness for a personal agenda is something which should not have been done. He then added that only those loyal to the spirit of the struggle should remain within UMNO, as it would be easier to administer the party and ensure smooth running of its plans. The UMNO General Assembly will be taking place next month and will be the first time it is happening with UMNO as the federal opposition. Speculation is rife at the moment that more MPs may be falling out of favour and eventually quitting UMNO. A prime focus of this speculation is when former UMNO Vice President Hishamuddin Hussein reportedly paid Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad a visit in Putrajaya yesterday. A well-placed source revealed that a 2-hour meeting took place yesterday, but what was discussed is still not known. Malaysia Kini has reached out to Hishamuddin for a response. Meanwhile, a text message that former Melaka Chief Minister Idris Harun allegedly sent to the Star suggested that an ex-CM of Melaka is expected to leave the party. The text message read verbatim, ex-CM of Melaka is expected to leave the party. However, his aide told Malaysia Kini that Idris is not referring to himself, as there is more than one former chief minister. The Federal Cabinet has agreed to endorse a proposal to lower the voting age from 21 to 18 for the 15th general elections. Youth and Sports Minister Syed Saddiq Syed Abdul Rahman was quoted by the Star today for saying that by the next GE, 18-year-olds can cast their votes for certain, saying that the decision was made following a cabinet meeting that took place this morning. He also called Mustafa Mohamad's resignation as the beginning of the end for UMNO, saying that he was shocked and that to lose someone like Mustafa, it is a big loss to UMNO. Malaysia's first multi-grains brand. The champion is Good Morning. Let's wrap up the bulletin with some talk about Anifa Aman. Everyone knows Mustafa, not many people know Anifa. So let's talk about Anifa, particularly the campaign promise that he made and kept. Let's put aside party lines for a moment here. Campaign promises, they are sometimes overlooked in the grand scale of a party's manifesto. But in this case, Anifa decided to honor the promise he made to his constituents that if the Malaysia agreement was not upheld by his party, he would quit the party. UMNO leaders such as Party Vice President Ismail Sabri Yaakob have said that UMNO members will surely be disappointed with him as a constituency leader. But should loyalty to one's party override a campaign promise made to one's constituents? Or does an MP's responsibility to their constituency come first before anything else? Or are we going to follow Pakatan Harapan and say that the manifesto is just a guideline? I mean, it's supposed to be a promise, isn't it? Well, try to think of this in terms of the individual rather than on the party line. It sounds a little tricky, but let's talk about it on comments or on Twitter. Hit like, follow, subscribe, and share this video. I'm Daniel Anthony. Thank you for watching.